Today, let's compare the Saxon Grammar and Writing 5 with the Abeka Language B. Hi, my name is Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. On my channel, we talk about all things homeschool, and currently most of that is related to curriculum. We are in the process of finishing up our 4th grade year, looking into moving into 5th grade. So we're doing some reviews on our 4th grade curriculum, comparisons and flip throughs, as well as determining our picks for our 5th grade year. So today I want to talk about language. So for Saxon, there are 3 components to the Saxon Grammar and Writing 5. You have the textbook, the student workbook, and then the teacher's manual. Contained within that teacher's manual is your tests, quizzes, answer keys, etc. Abeka works very differently in that you have your student text, then you will have a book for your answer key to the student text. You have the tests and quizzes, then you have the book for the tests and quizzes, and then you have also the lesson plans. Abeka also has a separate book for spelling, vocabulary, and poetry. Spelling, vocabulary are included within the textbook on Saxon. Abeka also includes within their language arts the readers, reading comprehension, and penmanship, and you won't see the literature and reading component within the Saxon Grammar and Writing curriculum. What I want to focus mostly on today are your student textbooks. Both of them are soft cover. You can look and see the Saxon is quite a bit larger than the Abeka. Let's look through the Abeka one first. So for the Abeka contents, you can see we're going to cover quite a bit of information within the Abeka language book. These contents are things that throughout Abeka, you're going to see the same information over and over throughout each of the different years. Abeka is a spiral approach to language, so they will introduce concepts and then you will come back to them. So you'll keep spiraling through them throughout your educational career. Abeka is very known for these worksheets. You're going to be doing approximately 2 worksheets per day. So you can see here are our lesson numbers, lesson 5 on these. Also relatively independent. So the only time as a teacher you'll really need to get involved is to explain a new concept if the student doesn't understand it. What there is not a huge amount of in this book is your writing. So within the Abeka language curriculum, writing is not a major focus. The writing in this book will cover more of like topic sentences, paragraphs, transitions. You will do a library research report and then need to know how to do a bibliography correctly. Abeka will teach you how to diagram sentences. So you're going to learn how to diagram the different parts of speech. Here we are on diagramming sentences. These blue boxes are really focusing on the teaching portion, and then you'll get into the worksheets. There are a few sections, such as here on becoming a better writer. So it says make your writing more concise by replacing wordy expressions with adjectives or adverbs. So there are a few of these little tips, but it is not a main focus throughout this curriculum. There is a section on writing process, which is really book reports, letters, paragraphs, and outlines. Again, you're not going to see quite a bit of full creative writing within this curriculum. It does have the encyclopedia and dictionary chapters to explain how to use those. Now let's look at the Saxon book. Now Saxon focuses on grammar, writing, spelling, vocabulary. It does not focus on reading or literature. As you can see, again, you're going to be covering quite a few different topics within Saxon. Now, the introduction is very important. It will talk about writing the weekly dictations for practices in spelling and punctuation. You're also required to keep a journal with this program. They do provide 100 journaling topics if you need a little bit of help in deciding what to write in your journal. But this is much more focused on writing. For example, I was able to print out the contents for the workbook that goes along with this. And as you can see, it focuses primarily on writing. So you're writing essays. You are going to be writing a persuasive essay, a descriptive essay, an informative essay, a research paper. So there's quite a bit of writing that is included in the Saxon grammar curriculum. Now, if you notice, this is not full color. You still have, at the beginning of your lesson, you're going to have your dictation or journal entry, you have vocabulary, then you can see a teaching portion of your concept, examples with the solution, and then you have practice. This is also a spiral approach, so you are going to be seeing the same concepts quite a bit throughout your educational career. We are now into prepositions, and as you can see, it is the same format. You have your vocabulary within your lesson, and then you discuss your lesson, practice, more practice, and then you have your review. So again, we are spiraling on quite a bit of these reviews. The answer key to this, as well as your test and answer key, are included in your teacher's manual. Saxon also does focus on diagramming sentences, so you'll be able to diagram sentences at the end of this 5th grade year. You can see here, quite the sentence to diagram. I forgot to mention that Abeka is definitely a Christian worldview. Saxon has much more of a broad content. So whereas Abeka is normally about 2 pages per lesson, Saxon is definitely laid out very differently. So for example, for lesson 66, you're going to have approximately 6 pages of work. So whereas with Abeka, you're probably going to have about 2 pages. So for lesson 60, you have 2 pages. Lesson 61, you do have 3 pages for it. And then for lesson 62, you have 3 pages. It's just laid out very differently. As for the price point for these 2 curriculum, if we were looking at christianbook.com, the kit for Saxon, which includes the teacher's guide, the student text, and the student workbook, is going to be $63.94. If we look at christianbook.com for Abeka, for the lesson plans, the work text with the answer key, and then the quizzes with that test key, it's going to be approximately $119. So there is definitely a difference in the price point for these 2 curriculum. I hope that this video has given you an idea of the differences and similarities between Abeka and Saxon in their 5th grade grammar. If these are the types of videos that you like, please make sure to give us a thumbs up, as well as hit that subscribe button and the bell for the notifications, because we are coming out with quite a few curriculum videos upcoming and I don't want you to miss them. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.